think by the numbers that are here, it shows that there's an enormous amount of support for Dr McGinity in this community, in fact, right across the northeast. What I need to do, first of all, is declare an interest in this matter. I'm here because my family, members of my family, use Dr McGinity's services. Now, like you, they are angry. Like you, they are concerned. And like you, they want answers as to what's going on. My phone started ringing 7 o'clock on Saturday morning. That was the first time somebody tried to get in touch with me about this issue. It has rung all weekend. I can say with absolute certainty that there has not been an issue in the northeast in the 7 years that I've been in Parliament that has generated so many calls to my phone or so much angst in the community. Now, Dr McGinity obviously is held in enormously high regard by all of you here. I rang the Medical Council yesterday morning. In fact, I rang them just shortly after I'd rung the Minister for Health's office. The Minister for Health's office, and I spoke to a senior advisor there, and whilst very helpful, the best that he could offer, to be told. I rang the Medical Council to be told that the two people that could help me, one had just gone on holidays and the other one was interstate and not available. Could I please send them an email? Now, that is not good enough. It is absolutely deplorable, the lack of process that has occurred here. It is absolutely deplorable that a doctor of over 30 years service in this community could be stood down last thing on a Friday with no full explanation. What is at question here is matters of due process, but importantly, and this is something that we can't forget, there has been an absolute denial of natural justice. Dr McGinity needs to understand exactly what the concerns are that have been levelled against him, which have caused his suspension after over 30 years of service. Now, it's absolutely important that the Medical Council, and if they won't, that the Minister for Health gets that information to the doctor so that he can understand, and importantly the community can understand. Because I know for one, whose family has been serviced and looked after by Dr McGinity, that he is held in the highest regard by people in my family. They speak enormously highly of him, and the way that he goes out of his way and goes that extra yard, which is so important when dealing with people. I want to commend the organisers for pulling this rally together so quickly. I want to say thanks to Yasmin and to Kevin for taking the time and putting in the effort to get this rally organised. Importantly, I want to thank all of you, because you're the message that's being sent to the Minister for Health. You're the message that's being sent to the Medical Council. And that message, quite frankly, based on you turning up here today, is that what has occurred is not good enough. It's not good enough. We deserve better, and Dr McGinity deserves better.
Definitely.
Now, I want to thank my parliamentary colleagues for turning up today. This is above politics. This is above politics. Kim Booth, who's here, Tanya Rattray-Wagner, Sue Napier wanted to come, but she couldn't. She had another medical appointment herself, and she wanted me to pass on her apologies. I see that Michael Ferguson here is as well, and it's good, Michael, that you've come out as well. Now, in finishing, the one point that I want to make, and make very clearly to the Medical Council, is that my understanding is that the Medical Council is tasked with looking after the health of the community. That's their primary role, to ensure that the health services that we provide are the best that can be provided. calls on the weekend from people that were so concerned by the way that this decision had been handled, that were so concerned about where they might go for their health needs this week, next week, or where they might get their prescriptions, that the way that the Medical Council has handled this has had a detrimental effect on people's health. You cannot tell me that raising levels of concern, increasing anxiety levels in older people is good for their health, and that's what's happened by the way that this has been handled. It's not good enough. Thank you for coming, and let's hope that we can get an outcome quickly in this matter.